Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Megan. This yoga class is for your 24th week of pregnancy and is part of a yoga series where I guide you week by week through your pregnancy journey. Affirmation for week 24 is I am an amazing mother. And notice that this is present tense. I am an amazing mother, not I'm going to be an amazing mother, because we truly are already mothers. So grab your mat and we'll get started. So we'll start in a comfortable seated position, perhaps lifting the hips with the blanket or block, closing the eyes or softening the gaze as you get comfortable. And then we'll place our hands on our bellies to invite a little bit of that connection with our baby. Starting to settle into the breath, into the present moment. And then just thinking about that affirmation, I am an amazing mother. So even though we don't have our babies with us earthside yet, we're still already mothers. We're already the mother to this child, and we're already an amazing mother with the way we're taking care of ourselves and the decisions that we're making, the planning ahead, the research we're doing. We are already amazing mothers. And I think we have to remind ourselves of that starting in pregnancy so we can get in the habit of reminding ourselves that when we have our little one earthside, trusting your intuition, which I think is so important as each pregnancy, each motherhood, each person is different and our decisions are going to be different. We have to trust our intuition that we know what's best for our baby, we know what's best for ourselves. And this is something that we can practice in pregnancy and then carry with us beyond. With our hands on our belly, maybe thinking about what our baby is doing in there, thinking about the way that they're moving or maybe sleeping, and knowing how lucky they are to have you as their mom. Taking a few more breaths, sending some positive energy to your baby. And then gently blinking the eyes open. We'll inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down, back to belly. Inhale, arms up overhead. Maybe gaze follows the hands. Exhale, down, hands back to belly. One more time like that. Inhale and exhale. You can stay lifted on your pillow or remove what you're sitting on. We're just going to come into some hip circles. So making circles, moving the body in a circular direction. Moving with the pace of your breath. Going as fast or slow as serves you, and certainly lingering anywhere along the way, along the circular path that maybe feels a little sticky and you want to pause and breathe in that spot. We'll reverse those circles when you're feeling ready to do so. And then coming back to center, we'll roll over onto hands and knees. Coming into tabletop position, let's continue some of those circles. So making circles with the hips from tabletop now. Not so concerned with what this looks like, but making this feel good in your body. Moving in a way that feels nurturing to you. We'll reverse those circles at a certain point. And we'll work our way back to center. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. We're going to plant right hand down, left hand's going to come behind the head, elbow out to the side. As we inhale, we'll lift the chest towards the ceiling, open the heart. Exhale back to neutral. Inhale, opening up to the left. Exhale back down. Inhale, opening up. Exhale back down. Left hand can come down. Right hand will come behind the head here. And as you inhale, you'll lift the elbow up towards the ceiling. Exhale back to neutral. Inhale, lifting. Exhale back to neutral. And inhale up. Exhale down. Planting both hands down here. From here, we'll extend right leg back, pressing a little weight through the toes to feel a stretch through the calf muscle, back of the right leg. And then maybe crossing right foot over towards the left side of the mat to invite a side body stretch on right side, and walking our hands towards the left side of the mat as well. So we're in this crescent moon shape. Still breathing into the back of the right leg, breathing into the right side of the body. Walking the hands back to center. Right knee will come down. Left leg will extend. A little bit of weight through the toes to feel that stretch in the back of the left leg. And then we might cross our left leg over towards the right, walk the hands over towards the right. Feeling a nice stretch along left side of the body here. Coming back to center, both knees down. We're going to curl the toes under here, lift the hips, coming into a downward facing dog. And I'm going to shorten my downward dog and widen my downward dog a little bit. So we're somewhere between a forward fold and the downward dog. Feet wide. I have my feet pretty much at the edge of my mat here. And I do have my blocks here I'm going to grab to put my hands on to bring the earth a little bit closer to me. And we'll breathe here. The knees can be bent. Taking 2 or 3 deep breaths. Gazing up towards the top of the mat, walking our feet all the way up towards our hands, keeping the space between our feet somewhat wide here to create space for our bum. And then hands on blocks or hands on the mat, let's walk our hands over towards the left. Right knee might bend, or excuse me, left knee might bend a little bit more than the right. And then we'll walk through center over towards the right side of the mat. You might find a little bit more of a bend in the right knee. Hands come back to center. Generous bend to the knees. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Finding our Tadasana pose, mountain pose. Rooting down with the feet. Feeling nice and strong throughout the legs. Shoulders up, back, and down. Heart open. Belly nice and proud. Move with the breath here. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to step the feet wide here. We're going to come into a triangle position with the right toes facing the top of the mat. The nice strong legs, arms will come out. Triangle on the right side. Finding your positioning here, and then maybe reaching forward with the right hand. Right hand will come down to find the block or somewhere along the right leg, maybe the mat. Opening up the heart here, spine is nice and long. And I'd say torso is almost as if, we're in between two panes of glass, but that's certainly not the case anymore with our belly. But thinking about that intention of opening the heart towards each other, towards the screen. Left shoulder over right shoulder. Coming up through center, left toes are going to face the left, right toes towards the right. We're going to come into a goddess position. So bending the knees. Arms can spread left to right. They can come into cactus arms. And we're just feeling our own strength here. Deep breaths. You guys got this. Straightening through the legs, reaching the arms up, star pose. And then transitioning into triangle on the other side. The left toes face the back of the mat. Settling into our triangle and then reaching forward with left fingertips as left hand will come down towards the mat, towards the block, maybe somewhere along the left leg. And we're reaching up with the right hand. So energy through the right fingertips. Breathing, breathing. Coming up through center, we'll heel toe the feet in a little bit. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Let's have the hands find the belly once again. Close your eyes. If you're feeling steady enough to do so, that is. Always listen to your body. We'll work our way back down to the mat. So finding a seated position once again. Let's bring right ankle in front of left ankle. We're going to take the hands for a little bit of a walk forward. Inviting a nice stretch in the lower back, the hips. Walking the hands back in, we'll bring left ankle in front of right this time. Same exact stretch, but other side, we'll feel it a little bit differently. Walking the hands out. Walking the hands back in, sitting up nice and tall. We'll bring our hands to our belly once again, closing the eyes or softening the gaze. And taking a moment to think about what qualities or traits do you think a mother possesses, or what you think makes a good mother. No right or wrong answer. I know what comes to mind for me is kindness, nurturing, patience, some other adjectives floating around in your brain. And know that all those qualities make up a good mother. You already have inside you. You are already all of those things. And you're already an amazing mother. Left hand to heart, right hand to belly. As you inhale, send some love to your sweet baby. Exhale, feel baby sending love back to you. Inhale, sending love to baby. Exhale, baby sending love back to you. Hands can come to the heart. I invite you to repeat after me. I am an amazing mother. I am strong. I am capable. I am confident. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Happy week 24. I will see you next week for week 25 and stay well. Namaste.